Hello, I'm EG, and this is Crocheting with EG, and in this video, I'm going to be making room, I was about to say like reorganize my yarn walls, but I need to make room for the recent yarn hauls that I got. The one from Goodwill, like they were mostly the Bernat blanket skeins, so those are going to be for my nieces. It's like a tower at this point, but it's about to become a wall. And then some of those skeins I'm going to put on my shelf, and then all the dye-lot skeins that I got at Hobby Lobby, the 38 skeins I never expected to come across, so I need to make room for all that. And kind of like reassess, maybe this video I'll kind of reassess, like, because I sort of feel like I might need to start, I mean, I have a lot of projects in the works, and I need to get to those and finish those first, but I feel like I need to sort of assess my yarn wall and figure out, like, okay, which yarns are going to go to very specific projects that I can take care of just to make room for the yarn. I mean, I'm not going to be making this stuff in this video, but maybe I'll reassess as I'm, like, organizing my yarn, putting my yarn away as I'm reorganizing. But so that's what this video is going to be, and hopefully it's not going to be as long as some of my other videos where I'm like, reorganizing my yarn walls and stuff. But okay, quick edit. I realized after watching this video back later that the video has some audio issues because I had a fan in this room because it was getting really hot in here, and for some reason when I'm like putting the yarn on my wall, my voice didn't pick up on camera as clear as it does with some of my other videos. I guess because the camera, because it's so crappy, sort of picked up the sense that there's some other noise in the room, and so it kind of like drowned out my speaking, or like the decibels felt like it was less, like sort of cut in half because it sensed that there was something else in the room making noise. And so what I had to do is I went through the video, and I had to take, like, okay, this 38 seconds or whatever is like too low, so I have to like raise the decibels of that. But then the next part where I talk, it's actually normal, so I have to like put it back down. And so the audio is kind of like me all over the place in this video because I had to like go section by section and like raise the audio so that you could hear it, and then like lower it back down to normal where you could actually hear what I was saying. So that's why the audio is a little just all over the place, and like sort of the background hiss or whatever it keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down. But I tried to edit the video as best I could to make sure that you could hear me as I was like putting my yarn away or whatever. But if you have issues with the audio, just know that I had the same issues playing it back, and I was really pissed off or whatever. But I did try to make it as clear and as loud as possible without it just being unusable or whatever. So I'm sorry about the audio in this video, but hopefully you'll still enjoy the video anyway. So I'll get this back to the video. Basically the yarns I need to put away, there's this bag that I got from Goodwill, and then that big bin, which is underneath these bags, and then the 3 bags from Hobby Lobby, the dye-lot clearance skeins. And yeah, a lot of these are for my niece, but some of these are for myself too. So I just need to make room for those. I just need to use them. But anyway, and then this big tub thing that came from Goodwill. So I need to find room for those. And so what I thought I would do is I'll kind of start with my nieces because that's where most of it's going to go. And I hate to use these for that, but because I made these shelf things or whatever. They're out of those like milk crates or whatever. I kept collecting those from Goodwill. They were like maybe $2 a piece or whatever every time I'd see them in Goodwill. And because I thought they're the perfect kind of thing to fit one of those, because I didn't want to have to spend money on cube shelves or whatever. And so I started to collect these. These were going to be for my craft area, which I still need to organize. I have all kinds of boxes and stuff of other crafts, that aren't crochet related. So that's what I got these for. That's the intended use for these. But I just feel like I already have my yarn and stuff organized, and so I mean most of it at this point, except for these this area right here, but this little bit right here. But the craft stuff, I haven't gotten to that yet, and I need to. I have a whole like corner upstairs that is going to be perfect for my little craft area, and that was where I intended to put my yarn. But I have so much of it, I wouldn't have had room up there. But that's going to be my little craft corner. But that's what I bought these for, and I might even attach these three together already. And so I just use those zip ties or whatever, and it's the perfect size to put one of those fabric, I mean, or they are fabric, but those cardboard cubes in. And so they're like all attached together, these three right here. And but I thought, I still haven't gotten to my craft corner because I've been so focused on the crochet and organizing all my yarn and stuff, that maybe I could just use these for my niece's yarn and just kind of expand her rack or whatever, because then that'll put the yarn away, and then I'll just worry about the whole, like, organizing the craft stuff later. This is sort of a tangent, but whatever. My videos are just full of tangents. But one of the things I have upstairs, my craft corner, or future craft corner, is I bought this baby changing table at Goodwill for a couple $, and it's like the perfect thing to put these like plastic bins in, and like on the top, like in the where you lay the baby, and then there's like these two shelves underneath it, and it's just like the perfect size to put those cardboard cubes, and then on the top there's room for these plastic boxes that I got at Dollar Tree. And so, like, I have the that up there, and which will help to organize my craft stuff. So I might not even need these cubes. I'm just like trying to convince myself. I might not even need these cubes to put my craft stuff in it. But it would have been nice. But I feel like I need to use these for yarn right now because I need to organize this area. So, but my little craft corner, I'll probably do a video about that on my website network in the future, because I don't want to clutter up my channel with other things other than yarn. But anyway, so I thought I put this up there next to my niece's yarn tower at this point, and then I realized that I could probably put, like, see, I have these three attached, but I bought some extra ones, and so I have like this one too, and I could put that one on top of here and attach it, and then there's this one. It's a little bit longer. It's like the right width this way, but like it's taller, and so I could put that on top, and it's going to be like the perfect size to go right next to that. And then I might, and then it's taller than the shelf that I have there, and so I feel like I need to move those yarn bowls and the styrofoam heads, because that's like a sort of a wasted space up there, because they're mine. I need to find room for it with my stuff, and then that'll make room up there on top of hers for more yarn. And two cubes won't fit on the top there, so what I thought I would do, because I don't think I think I measured it. Yeah, two of these plastic cubes don't really fit on there very well on the top, but I'm gonna have this sort of oblong one. It's a little bit longer too. I thought I could put that on top, like to the side or whatever, and then maybe I could put my yarn bowls and the styrofoam heads next to it. But I don't know. I might put that up there on top of her shelf for more storage space. But anyway, these are those things I had mentioned in another video where, and as I was moving them over here to take a thumbnail, I realized just why they ended up at Goodwill and why they didn't use them. But they're supposed to like click into each other. But just moving these, first of all, see, they don't even have enough room to put a big skein of that fluffy blanket looking yarn or whatever in it, so I wouldn't be able to use this anyway. But like just moving these, they kind of like, they're supposed to click into each other, but they're not very good, not stable enough, and God, no wonder they ended up at Goodwill. So I have these, but I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Maybe I can gently put those upstairs and use this for crafts, like some other craft stuff. I have no idea, but anyway, so that's what this video is going to be. And I don't know how long this video is going to be, but so what I thought I would do is move this sort of out of the way. The one thing yeah, right, I wish it was just one thing. Some of the things I want to do is I want to, there's room, this sort of, I don't really even need to do this today, but there's room up here in between this brown shelf and the ceiling. It's just sort of like this like skinny wasted space, and there's this drawer down here that I put all these little skeins of, I don't know if you can see it, all these little skeins of yarn in, and I kind of squeeze these teddy yarns in here, and like to the point where I sort of smashed them a little bit, and I'm sure it'll be fine. But I may, if I worry about these skeins being so smashed in here, I might put those up there on top of that shelf, the teddy ones. But that's just like a sort of a random thing. It won't make room in this drawer for anything. That's just sort of a random thing that I was thinking about. And then another thing was, okay, over here. Chaotic. God. Just, you know, reflective of my life. And one thing I thought I would, one thing, why do I keep saying one thing? I wish it was one thing. Maybe that's just my, the hope inside that, oh, there's only one thing. No, I thought I would kind of condense this down, because these are supposed to go together. I think this would make a good throw blanket. Can you even see all those? I guess. I think these would go well together. And so I can kind of like condense these down, because see, there's like all this room here and all this room here. And there's not going to be anything else that goes with them. I may have to, I might put some of these on top of here, and then like put the other ones like on the, like stacked up on the edge, so I can put some yarn here. And then I was thinking about like these cakes up here, the mandala, and whatever those mandala. Sounds like something from Chucky. Yeah, what was it, Dumbala? No, the mandala cakes. See, God, even TV references with or movie references with yarn. I thought I would put these cakes in one of these drawers. There's a drawer, the top drawer here, that has some of my grandma's stuff, and then like some fabric, whatever. I thought if I can put those cakes in here, sort of like facing out, then I could see them through these clear clear drawers, and then that might look kind of good. And then I'll have a whole cube there, and I might have to put those Crafter Secrets up there, and it'll be kind of like close to the big ones up there that are the same kind of thing, those big skeins. And then what I want to do, I was thinking about this purple yarn that I have up here. It's dark purple, and then I have this like really thin purple yarn. I put those together because I feel like I can mix these together and make like a nice scarf or shawl or something like that. And so that's what I put that up there for. Maybe because it's purple, I can like put it in this shelf if I move these over here or something like that. And then up there, there's those big twist skeins that I started to use one of those the other day. I was trying to make a cowl for somebody, and I wanted to try to see if I could use that yarn, and it's so thin and splitty. It's so frustrating. I'm like not even looking forward to using it. It's gorgeous yarn. It's like a teal color with some white mixed in it, but I'm just so. And there's an ambulance. Like I said, I live by a road, so you're going to hear that. But I'm just really not looking forward to using those skeins of yarn, and it's sort of in the perfect spot, like, you know, way up there. But I just hate how thin and splitty it was, and so I don't really know. But there's sort of room up there for more yarn. I just feel like I want to push that back and have room up there, but I tried to squeeze them up here to see if they would fit on top of that brown shelf, but they won't. But I don't know what to do with that yarn, like, you know, storage wise and usage wise. I mean, I can work with thin yarn, but it's not just thin, it's thin and splitty, and it's just like the way some of the big twist yarn was. I just wish it was better, but so I don't know what to do with that. And then it's sort of like in a reassess way. Like these yarns right here, I need to just use these 6 colors and make as many bookmarks. Like I have a very specific project for those to make the bookmarks. That, you know, I'm not going to explain what they mean, but they're the 6 colors or whatever. Like I can use these. I need to use these up, and then I'll have these free. But not in this video. But you know what I'm saying. It's like something like that, where I feel like, okay, this skein over here of that huga, like that's going to go to a very specific project. That's going to make a cowl. It makes 2, but I'll make one and maybe sell the rest, or sell the other one, or maybe keep it. I don't know. Or like. So I can go through in my head and kind of say, well, that yarn is going to go for my sweater. That yarn is going to go for my niece's, extending my niece's blanket. Or this yarn is for that, this yarn is for that, and all that. And I can, use it up in case I find any more beyond this, but hopefully I won't. But anyway, so that's sort of the plan at this point. Some of the plan, and then for my niece's thing, which I need to turn the camera around to show. Hang on. Okay, so what this shelf is sitting on is this like black foldable table, and this is like some of the stuff that I've made for her. That, you know, I put that there to give her inspiration, and then right next to it is the little thing that has the laundry detergent and all that stuff, because this technically is a laundry room. I don't, you know, it may have like a ton of yarn in it, but it's technically a laundry room, or that's what the intended usage for it was. So what I thought I would do is take it, because these are like down here underneath the table is where I have my this is my thing that has the dirty laundry in it that I need to wash, and then these are just like the empty ones that I put the clean clothes in. And so I feel like I could put this in here while I and then like when I pull it, or when I need to pull it out to wash clothes, I can just pull it out and use it or whatever, and then put it back in when I'm done, and then it's sort of like stored away. So then that frees up this whole section right here. I do have an iron. These are like mesh bags to wash delicates and stuff. And I do have an iron. I have an iron rack thing, but I don't know where to put it. It's one of those that you can kind of put over a door, but I don't have a door in here. So I do have this, but I don't really know what to do with that yet. So I could just put it down in here too, and I just pull it out as I need the. So okay, that frees up this whole section right here, and so the cube shelves will fit perfectly here, I think. See, they'll fit perfectly, like right next to it. And so I could put all kinds of yarn in it. And where's the other two I was going to use? One of these and one of these. It's like I can. I need to put the zip ties on these to attach them to each other so that they don't slide and fall. But if I put them on top of there, sorry if that was blurry. Come on, crappy camera. All right, so put that there, and so I just need to attach these to each other and to these shelves. And I could get some cubes. I have some extras, but I could get some where I could just put the yarn in here. I don't think that these zip ties will snag the yarn, but I might need to snip a couple little pieces off. But oh, and then this is sort of a random thing, but or let me go get it. But when I was making I did it again. When I was making these, when I was making them, I do that a lot. I'm from the South, so you know sometimes my accent comes out. So you know you'll hear me dropping G's all the time. So when I was making these, these little ornaments, but the intended thing to make these for was for keychains, but I would turn these into little ornaments or whatever. And so the yarn that I used for this was from my niece's yarn wall. It's one of these and then one down here. But I thought, or I had some scraps, because I didn't really know how much to pull out. So I had some scraps, and so what I did was I just kind of like wrapped the scraps like around her yarn wall as like decoration or something. Because you know I pulled out a little bit too much, so like these little pieces just hanging there as like decoration or whatever. So I don't know. She may like that. I have no idea, but you know it's just I'll use up for that because I can't really use that scrap for anything else, so I just use it as decoration. And but anyway, so I did make this one that I featured in the video, and I don't know if I posted that yet or not because it feels like I don't want to be like, oh, the weekly, I mean the bi-weekly video is going to be this like 10-minute video where I'll talk about how this sort of represents my brain. It's kind of stupid, but I did make this one after I made this one, and I use that other yarn, and this is like, you know, extra fluffy and big, and I use some white yarn as the chain or the little loop or whatever. So I do have these. I think I'm gonna put these on here somewhere as decoration. I'm gonna show these to my niece first, because if I put these here, like, you know, loop them around something, then she'll want to like pull it off or whatever to play with it, or I could just put it somewhere else, but I have no idea. This is another thing I need to find room for. And so anyway, so I'm already at 18 minutes gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a table in here to put all the yarn on it, to organize it, to, you know, figure out, like, okay, which ones need to go on my niece's yarn wall and which ones need to go on mine. And then once it's all organized and I figure out which ones are on, they're going to be for my nieces and which one are going to be for mine, then I'll start to figure out, like, where to put them and all that kind of stuff. And then I'll start another video. Hang on. Okay, I put those up there, and then I attach these with some zip ties. Oh, I need to cut those little things off. Or no, the ones I need to cut off are on top of here. But I was going to put my yarn bowls and the styrofoam heads there, but they're just not going to fit. So what I thought I would do is there's this thing that has my throw blankets on it, and underneath here are just bags with my mom's cross stitching or whatever, and I could probably, like, just tuck my yarn bowls and styrofoam heads there. I guess, I don't know. That's right, those little things. I guess I could do that. And let's see. So there's and I set up my table, and hang on. I put a fan in here because it's pretty hot. Hopefully it's not going to pick up too loud on the camera. But anyway, so and then as I was setting up my table, I was thinking about that scene on I Love Lucy, because I have TV and movie references for every single thing. I can't even set up a table without thinking about, you know, some TV or movie references. So I was thinking about that scene on Lucy when she that guy was trying to teach her French or something, and he goes, "Le crayon est on la table." You know, that's what I thought of. Every single time I set up a table, it's so stupid. But anyway, I need to take the yarn out of the bags and stuff, put them on that table, or that table, or no, what was it? On a table. Put it on the table, and then organize it or whatever. And I'm sorry I butchered that French. I know Spanish or whatever, but I didn't really learn any French. But hopefully I said it all right. I just remember that scene from I Love Lucy. But anyway, so I'm gonna set up the. Or put the yarn on there and figure out, most of it's for my niece anyway, but not all of it, but or I mean at least the Bernat skeins from Goodwill. So that's what I'm going to do, and probably tuck my styrofoam heads there with my throw blankets, and that's going to be it. Hang on. Yeah, I'm sure most people are thinking, why don't I just leave the yarn in these tubs or whatever, but, you know, I want to display it or whatever, and I don't want to have things in tubs. So that's just more of an aesthetic thing. So I did do this. I guess I'm going to keep one of these, unless I can't find room for the thing. I'm going to keep one of these because there's two of these. And so maybe. If I can't find room, I'll just stick it on my niece's yarn wall. And then there's all these hometown skeins, and then this one blue acrylic, and then whatever this is, and whatever that is. So that'll be for my yarn, and then all the rest is hers. It's just like nothing but that Bernat blanket. So I guess I'm just gonna have to find room for that. Come on. Okay, I do have room on this shelf for one of these big skeins, and what I'll probably put here is like this yellow. It's more of like a neutral color that will kind of be there with the cream colors. And so that'll be nice. And then I'll put all the pink together on one of these other shelves so that my niece will know that it'd be like the perfect yarn to use for her cousin's blanket. And if she wants to use that kind of yarn for her. And maybe I could put it in this one here because it'll be right next to that white. And then I could say that you can, you know, alternate between the pink and the white, and you can make her a blanket. So here's this like dark pink. I thought I'm sort of planning. It's gonna be her idea if she wants to make it. I don't have to like plan it for her. I'm sort of a control freak if you haven't noticed. But I guess I could like give her the idea that I think that the dark pink would look nice on the outside of that blanket like that. So the pink there, and then all these like lighter pinks. Let's see, and these smaller, regular Bernat pink colors. I'll put this here. Oh, there's gonna be more room on this shelf here for more yarn. It doesn't matter. Put this here, like lighter pink, and then this like ball of that same color, like a peachy pink or whatever. I guess I don't know what It feels like Bernat blanket, but I could be wrong. No idea. So, there. Yeah, get a nice shot of my bald spot. You can't even see the yarn, but you can see my giant bald spot. God, anyway, I don't care. I can't see it except for when I film videos. That's why I don't really give a crap about it. Just like that, man. Most people like shave their head. I used to have a buzz cut. I used to buzz my head and have like a little bit of hair because when I started bald. But now I like the look of longer hair, and so I just like let it grow. And then it's like, well, if I have a bald spot back there that makes it even worse looking, I don't care. I can't see it unless I like film myself in videos for God knows how long and put them on YouTube for all the public to see. But anyway, so there's like the pink up there. And let me get some more. Okay, I thought I could put this nice blue with that pink. I mean, it doesn't really match, but whatever. It is a nice blue, and it'll fit there. It's like the same kind of size. So I'll put that there. And then these like big one. I don't know if she'll use these colors or not. It's the yarn that whoever owned this yarn before me was making that granny square thing out of, and so I thought I could put like these big skeins like that sort of up here and out of the way. I'll put this black up here too because she does have a black already on her shelf, on like lower on her shelf. So I'll just put this up there because it'll be out of the way. And if she needs more black, there'll be some up there. And there's this ball here. I want to stick the balls up there. Let's see. This yarn gets more messed up than the acrylic sometimes. So gray up here too, and I like this greenish, like yellowish green. I still don't know what color this is. Feels like not a neon green. I don't know what this is. Put that up there too. Oh, knock the camera. All right. And maybe this one too. Oh, this is really nice. I don't know if she'd probably really like working with this. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just need to get it on the wall and then worry about reorganizing it later. And it'll just depend on like when she comes over here and she'll like grab for whichever one she wants. Then then I'll think, oh, okay, well I need to move that color down because then she wants to use that one a lot. So let me get my step ladder and put that up there. Hang on. All right. Put this up there. And I want to put something here that isn't like I'd love to put this velvet yarn up here, but I'm afraid. Well, no, these are zip tied on here. I zip tied this thing on top of here to this shelf so that it wouldn't push it and knock my ceramic. So I could put her like those velvet skeins up there because she likes the blanket yarn more than this velvet. She loved the feel of it. And she loved pulling out a little bit of this velvet yarn, but I could put these up there. That yarn that I got from the Hobby Lobby clearance, Yarn Bee Chunky Knit Velvet. That yarn. I could put that up there, sort of out of the way, maybe. And because they do take up a lot of space, and they're all in balls now, and so they're just kind of awkward. And the balls, if they do roll, they're not going to roll this way and knock my ceramics. They would roll like out this way. So that's probably what I'll do, just to get them out of the way. And then she wants them, and she can just let me know, and I'll get them down for her. I need to do that naughty autistic granny's hack that she came up with the little stitch markers. Shout out to attack where she I said it in another video where she ties the ends of balls and cakes and like all that kind of stuff to a stitch marker, and then she just like clips it onto the ball or the cake or whatever, so it doesn't fall over the place. I need to do that. If it wasn't so hot and I didn't have so much to do in this room right now, I'd be doing that right now. But course, this ball's like way too big. Let me put the smaller green ones to the side. It's gonna push that shelf. I need to attach this shelf to this one too. Let me do that, because I don't want these balls to like push and knock this shelf to the side. Let me do that. Yeah, I put all the, or most of it, all the Hobby Lobby yarn on that table over there, and then I attached this to this shelf. So with the zip ties, and I was looking at this gray yarn, because they're kind of just like a basic gray, and they're 3 of the same. I thought I could like tuck them up here, because they will fit up here. And I know that they're kind of loose or whatever, but they will fit up here together. Like, I was gonna roll off, but that was a bad idea. I'm gonna regret this probably. It's probably gonna roll off one day and go behind the wash machine or whatever, but we'll see. I don't know. Of course, I could put a zip tie up there. I don't know. Let's see. It's already starting to roll. Well, I'll put that up there temporarily. I'll just figure out. See, I told you. Maybe I could put it facing out that way. Maybe. Because it won't roll that way. And I could put them that way. There are, let's see, 2 other ones. No, it's not going to fit up there. They don't fit that way either. Okay. Crap. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll stick it over here on the wash machine. Or no, I'll just leave it there. This is really interesting, isn't it? You can hear my thought process. This is what goes on in my head. I shouldn't be expressing it, but anyway. So, okay, I have that up here, and so I'll put these velvet balls here because they're not going to cause it to roll, I don't think. Or, I mean, knock it over. There. And then put the green one behind there because there's 2. And then I could put the red on top, and hopefully that teal will go right next to it. This is really soft yarn. I am glad. I mean, they were $5 a piece clearance, but this is really nice yarn. This isn't gonna fit there, I don't think. Maybe. We'll see. Kind of want the red in front. Put the teal in the back. I'd rather have the teal in the front, but this green is small. You can still see it if you're up here on a ladder. So that's up there. And then I do have like this green. Let's see. I can put that there. Maybe I should put the smaller skeins down here. So let me start with. Let me pause the camera and get like the nice, prettier yarns and put them down here on the bottom, and then I'll figure out what to do with all the other ones. What I'll do is I'll put these really, really pretty ones right here at eye level so that she'll be able to see those because they are really pretty. And then could put maybe these here. I can always reorganize all this stuff and put like the like yarns together and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just trying to get it on the wall and out of the way. There's these 2 colorways where I have 2 of each, and if I could figure out a way to put them behind each other, I don't know. I don't think it's deep enough to do that anywhere. Like if I put it here, it's just not like deep enough. I might just have to stack them next to each other, even though they're the same colorway. I guess so. Like that. And there's probably room here for 2 more. Wait a minute. Oh crap! I'm gonna have like a lot of room. I think I put too much room up here. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. I have no idea. Or what I could do is put some of my. I do have a couple skeins of that blanket yarn on that shelf with the Bernat crushed velvet. I could just put all that yarn, and I could pull from this if I need to. I can just put that yarn on her wall because there's room for it now. And then I can pull from it as needed if I want to make scrunchies or whatever. I'll keep the crushed velvet on my shelf, but like the extras of the Bernat blanket that I have, or that big twist cuddle or whatever, and then even this skein that I was going to put with mine, I could just put it on her shelf. I didn't realize how much room I'd have. So okay, so that's what I'll do. I'll put all that on there, and then that'll free up a little bit on my shelf down there. Oh no, wait. Oh. I got excited for nothing. No, I have all this, of course. I do have, if I put that Bernat blanket, when I make scrunchies, I'd rather use this really soft velvet yarn. I hate to like take this and put it on my shelf. I mean, if my niece asked me if she could use some of it, I'd let her. But I could swap these out for those, or swap these with the Bernat blanket on that shelf, and then there'll be nothing but crushed velvet and stuff for scrunchies there. That might be what I'll do. All right, let me see. Let me put this Bernat blanket. I'm just gonna like half-assed, it doesn't matter. Put this on here. I'm gonna take that gray from up there because they're just gonna roll and piss me off one day. And I think, oh god, now I have to get one of those grabber reacher things that with the handle on it, just to reach back there just to get a frickin' skein of yarn that I knew was gonna roll, but I put it up there anyway like an idiot. So let me just take that down. I mean, there is room up here if I need to put something, but just not skeins of yarn that are round and gonna roll. So just take those down. And I don't know where to put the gray. I just feel like I want to put it up. So I could put it up here in this green. Just because I don't know if she's gonna use the gray that often, but she'll have it if she needs it. I could just put that up there, sort of out of the way. And then okay. And then what else? Oh, this one. There's this skein, which matches that one up here, but I could just put it down here. I just want to get these on the wall, and then I'll figure out what to do with it later, or I'll figure out how to organize it later. I can reorganize it. And she'll help me too when she comes over. I see which one she pulls out. Because as long as all this yarn is in this room and it's in my house or whatever, I can pull from it as needed. It's not like my niece is going to come over and get upset if I use some of her yarn. So you put this extra black. Like these are the ones that were on my wall, so I could put these over here as extras. Let me get my ladder. Let me pause it and get my ladder. Unraveling it. Put this up here. And then this extra black up here. And I could even take this out and then be room there for yarn too. I didn't realize how much room this would make. Just those few milk crates or whatever. It's really nice. Okay. These velvet skeins. God. I'll give her one of these pinks and the Adore Ball super bulky Pinkaboo. I'll give her one of those, and then this Maiden Fair. There, that color. I'll give her one of those. And then I think that's all to go on her wall. Let me see. I wasn't expecting to have all this room on her wall, so I could kind of spread it out just a little bit if I need to. Put them here just a little bit. Like I could put the blue down here so it doesn't clash with the pink. I guess like that. That kind of looks nice. And put these there just to add some nice color on this side of the wall because there's nothing but like blacks and greens and stuff over here. So put that there, some color, and a bunch of these balls. I don't want to just like put a bunch of balls there. It doesn't look very good. I guess I'm just going to have to spread it out just a little bit. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Let's see. Alright, I could go back to having the Bernat cakes kind of facing like that, so that they look really pretty on a shelf, and then like tuck one of the balls into the corner there, and then let's see, you can't even see what I'm doing. Like that, so that her cakes are facing out, and then these cakes over here, which yeah you can see. I'll just put these facing out again, and in the opposite way. And then tuck this little ball in there, in that little corner. Like that. Maybe put the little black ball there, and this other little ball just somewhere. Alright, well, that looks really good. Okay. Alright, and there's room for more. Oh god. I don't have any ideas, brain. Now. Okay, this is all the yarn that I need to put away. One thing I'll do is this Soft Secret, Yarn Bee Soft Secret. The gray that I do have is that color mist, so I do have 2 of these now. So I'll put this over there. Here. My other Soft Secret, and then I think I'm going to put those Big Crafters Secrets up there after I reorganize that cube over there. And I do have some medium 4s. Like all these, what I'm talking about, I could put with my velvet skeins, like where I have my scrunchy yarn, because there's going to be room there now for all these. So these yarns will hopefully fit there. So all of these I'll put there next to my crushed velvet, hopefully fit there. Let's see. There. I can't even see what I'm doing. It doesn't matter. Well, it kind of does, because, you know, I have a YouTube channel. I can't say, well, it doesn't matter if you can't see what I'm doing. It does if, you know, I want to make videos that people watch or whatever. And you kind of have to see what the hell I'm doing. These here. Watch them not even fit there. Of course, my table is going to collapse as I'm pushing it. It's getting caught on the furnace hole. Just chaos. Here. I'll tuck this extra pink on top of this thing right here, because I don't need both of those showing. And then I'll put there, and this here, and then 3 more. Except for that Aaron weight. Where is that one at? It's on the table. Oh, it's right there in front of me, God. This there. And then I guess this Aaron weight would probably make good scrunchies. It's the same kind of material and the same kind of softness. So I could tuck that here too. Oh. Alright. That's good. There's where all my velvet lines will be. Alright. Now, let's see what you're probably just staring at my ass the entire time. I didn't even look at the viewfinder to see if you could even see the yarn. Alright, I do have some medium for acrylics, and they're the solid colors. I could probably tuck those down. Maybe. Oh, my hair is blowing all over the place with that fan. Or no, I have this one too. 5 of these. I don't know if they'll all fit down here or not. Let's see. I do have room in one of these drawers too, but let's see. Green. I could put this blue up there with my solid color. I mean my primary colors. That's what I'll do with that one. And these tuck there. That. And then I feel like I know I got another one of these blue spruce. Is that what that? No, that's not it. That must be what it is. Yeah, I do have 2 of those blue spruce. So, trying to tuck it around. I don't know if I can or not. I'll just stick it in one of these drawers. I think that one's pretty full. Stick it in this drawer. This is an extra. Alright. And I'll put this light blue. The light blue! I'm getting old. I move a certain way and my voice is either like this or sound like some old person. But by the time you see this, I'm going to be 40 years old. I'm not 40 yet, so but I will be. I'm going to put the blue up there with my primary colors. It's not the kind of blue that I would use with these other colors, but it is a primary color, and I will put it up there. Do that. I can do it off camera. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Maybe tuck it in there or not. Black on top of the blue, and then put these green, blue, purple there, and red, orange, yellow. Good. Just to have an extra option for primary colors up there. Alright. What I'm going to do now that what I'm going to do is realize that I just missed the 20-minute mark. What I'm going to do is condense these down over here probably to make room for the big Crafter's Secret, because they're just obnoxiously big. I wish I had room up there, but I don't have room up there. So of course I could put these big twist on this shelf right here when I condense this down, and then put my Crafter's Secret up there so that it's right next to those. I could do that. I don't know. I'll see if it'll work. Hang on. I'll do that off camera. Okay, what I did was I moved these up like this and over here onto this shelf to fill that area. So now there's this section right here. And what I'll probably do is, I wish this Crafter's Secret would fit there. What I was going to do was I was going to move these to that drawer. That's what I'll do. And to put my Crafter's Secret there. Although, God, I think I can make up my mind in like, a couple seconds without changing it like 3 times. God. Let me try to move these over here, see if they fit. I do have one upstairs that I was using that didn't make the cowl because of how thin and splitty this stupid yarn is. I mean, it's gorgeous colors, but this teal and white and everything, but I just hate how splitty it is. Yeah, that'll fit there, I think. There. And I have one more, and then I have one upstairs which will probably fit here on top. Yeah, it'll definitely fit there. So I'll have that there, and then I can put that Crafter's Secret up there. So that way those big skeins will be up there next to each other. Fit right. Oh, that's good. Alright. So that's good. And I'll need to put the cotton away. I have a couple skeins of cotton. 3 of them. I could do that. That was a good idea. It was unintentional, but that was a good idea. I only have like 4 of these little skeins of cotton, Crafter's Secret cotton. I could put them up here in this little corner, because I don't even see that I have 2 of these. There's like one right behind it. So I'll put those 2 there. Those 2 here. Because it's near the cotton, and I'll remember that it's cotton. Alright. And then these other 3 skeins of cotton, I can just put here. I still have room there, but fill it. Alright, that's good. Okay. And then, I don't know what to do with that obnoxious, like, Breathe Deep skein, because I still don't know exactly what I'd use this for. It's just such a, I mean, it's really cool, it's really heavy though, but I have no idea what to do with this. Let me see. Okay, I do have a skein of that Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Fill Fiber, which I think matches all of these skeins right here that I'd gotten, that it's sort of an odd time of year. It must have just been they must have just been gotten rid of because of dial-out clearance or something. So I will tuck this in here. I don't even have this color, so another color of this. So I'll tuck that in here. And then I do have some thin yarn Or this one right here, this Baby Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber. What I'll do is I'll put this with all of these low pill fiber skeins right here on this shelf. So I think that'll be a good place for that. I don't know if these are the same amount or not. 3.5 ounces, 4 ounces. They're almost the same size, so I'll just put that there because it kind of goes with those low pill fiber skeins. And then I do have these 3. And although this isn't really thin, this is a medium 4, I think, but it feels thinner though. Medium 4. This Stork Struck. I'll stick it up here on this top shelf over here. Or like on top of these cube things right here. Just a good spot for them. And then the only ones left are that Breathe Deep, and then all these like Hometown and all that stuff. Oh wait, one thing I wanted to do. I took my grandma's stuff out of this drawer. It's just a couple this fabric thing that she did. Took it out of here, so I'm gonna put the cakes of yarn there. These mandala, whatever. God, every time I say it now, I'm gonna think of that joke I made about it. Sound like the spell on Chucky. Good thing my teddy bear is in here because I'm gonna end up saying mandala wrong and then end up bringing it to life. But he would be really nice. He'd be my little co-host. The cakes here, because then that way it'll kind of like show through the drawer. So that'd be kind of cool. Had to smash it just a little bit, but you know, not too much. Like that's nice. And then I have that cube over here that I could put the Hometown in. And maybe that Breathe Deep, because I don't really know what to do with it. It's not really an acrylic, it's polyester, and it's like, almost feels like cord, so I'm just gonna like stick it up here. I'll figure out what to do with it, and then put these Hometown. And then these, I'm assuming that this is probably like Hometown-ish. I don't know if this is Hometown brand, and I know this isn't, but I don't know what this is. I put it over there with my like chunkier yarn, but I don't really know what this is, and I don't really have room there for with my chunky yarn, so I'll just stick it up here. Doesn't matter as long as it's on my wall and out of bags or bins or whatever. That's all that matters. That there. And then the Hometown stains. Oh, just feel that. See, put this there. And then these Hometowns. The red one down here. The purples next to each other. And then I do have some little balls of the purple and the red. I'll just and that too. That purplish color. I'll just kind of tuck behind there, I guess. Oh, off the camera. Or maybe I should put them in front. I don't want to forget that I have these balls behind there, but hopefully I won't. Because if I pull it out of there and I need the yarn, then I'll see the balls back there. So, or, no, I have room on top, so I'll just do that. Tuck them there, so that they can roll out and piss me off one day. There. Like today. No, I'm here. I knew it was coming one day when I'm like having a good day, and then it just all of a sudden rolls and rolls across the floor, bounces and rolls 20 feet and unravels. Then that'd be one, like, oh god, it's one of those days. No, the purple ball up here. Like that. Okay. Alright. I think that's all. Oh, and I do have a little tiny ball, but I don't really know what to do with this. I'll just put it in my drawer with the red rolls of yarn. It's this one. I didn't even need to put those other skeins, those those teddy bear or teddy skeins up there on the top of that. Alright, well that's done. Let me see. Let me get this table and all this stuff out of the way, and then I'll do a recap at the end. Hang on. Okay, this is that shelf with my, or the rack with my throw blankets in it, and so my yarn bowl is tucked behind there, and then my heads are behind there, all tucked in. And so there's that. And this is my niece's yarn wall. It's becoming a wall. So that's what that looks like. And what I did over here is I put, just to fill this space over here, I put her, that's her thing with her crochet hooks, and then that big crochet hook there, and I put those yarn ball thing, yarn looking things there, so she can see those, and just temporarily. I don't know what to do with it, but anyway, so there's her wall. Here's mine with everything put away. That's what the cotton looks like there. That's what these look like there, which I think looks better. And there's the Crafter's Secrets way up there. And this is what the Mandela cakes look like through the drawer. And solids were down there. Oh, and then there's all my velvet skeins that are I should say are, because my niece can use some of that too if she wants, but I'll try to use it for scrunchies and things like that. And now that she knows how to make scrunchies, maybe she'll make some too. And then all those up there, like that. Well, I guess that's it for this video. I put all my yarn away. Again, it's going to get to hopefully I'm not going to get, or not hopefully, that sort of sounds like I hope I don't get any more yarn. No, I'm not going to get a whole bunch of yarn anytime soon. And I'll be able to work through this and stuff and make room for any new yarn that I bring into this house and have to put away, because it's a job every single time I have to put it away. So I need to start using it or whatever. And I didn't really assess like I said I was going to, but I kind of did. I know generally like what yarns I need to or that if I do find some more yarn, like where I can start with like making things to like make room for the yarn, where I don't have to like keep shifting it around, where I can actually work through the yarn and make something with it, and then I'll have room to put more yarn. So that's what I need to do. I did kind of do that in a way, but generally I'm gonna have to shift it if I bring any more yarn. But I'm just not expecting to get a whole bunch more yarn, unless I come across some in Goodwill that's actually cheap, which is yeah, right. I lucked out getting the yarn I did get from Goodwill, and or if Hobby Lobby just unexpectedly put some more skeins out for clearance or whatever. I know I don't have to buy it, but it's cheap yarn. I might as well buy it because I'm a deal addict. No, I don't want to spend a lot of money on yarn, and if I buy yarn or if I see yarn that's really cheap, I want to buy it because down the road I will need some yarn or want some yarn for something, and I'll hate to have thought, oh shoot, I saw the perfect yarn for this project, but it was 3 months ago, and I left it there on a shelf, and I didn't buy it because I thought I don't need it, and then I'm gonna regret it. So that's why I ended up buying it anyway. But anyway, unless I find some dial-out skeins, or Goodwill has somebody in there that wants to get rid of the yarn at a cheap price or something, or I see it somewhere in a thrift store or something. I'm not expecting to get like a whole bunch more yarn in big hauls or whatever, but could be wrong. But anyway, at least I have all this yarn put away and all that kind of stuff. So if I do, I'll get some more. I'll do another one of these freaking videos. It was like the third, fourth video I've done where I'm like, where you can just see my big bald spot the entire time, and my big ass, as I've been over like putting the yarn away and stuff. Just chaotic and all over the place. But I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to do another video, put all that yarn away, and I'm glad I did, because, you know, her yarn wall, at this point, it does kind of look more like a wall now. It does look really nice and stuff, and she'll love it, and when next time she comes over, she's going to think, oh my god, look how much yarn I have. So, you know, she's going to have fun crocheting and stuff, and I'm glad I put my yarn away, too. So, anyway, thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully it's not going to be another one where I'm like putting yarn away. or you know, hopefully it is, because I don't want to get more yarn. No, I'm just kidding. I'll see you in the next one.